Facebook has changed its privacy settings once again, and you need to know how to set these up carefully in order to keep yourself safe online. Set up your profile as simply as possible by keeping your personal information private. Remember that you can control who can see all of this information. Make sure you create a friend and family list as well, and use this when you want to limit access to your information. And really, who needs to know the information? Is it anybody else's business? Think to yourself, who needs to see it? How might they use it? And remember again, to limit what others can view. You may want to share information about the music that you like to listen to or the activities you'd like to take part in, but also be really careful, because you don't want to give out information such as dates or locations or times. Again, don't your real friends already know this about you? Test your profile to see how safe it really is. Click on View As and see how your profile looks to others. How you set up your account settings is very important. Use the drop-down menu to access the options. Your general information is probably pretty straightforward. Security settings will help to keep your information safe. Click on Security in the left-hand sidebar. Notice you have the option to choose HTTPS rather than HTTP. That will keep your browsing and your work online more secure. You can also choose to be notified, for example, if your account were logged into from a device that you don't normally use. Facebook will email you when your account is logged into from another device. That's good to know in case you've been using public devices. Also, you could choose to enter a security code each time that you log in from an alternative device. That would stop anyone from accessing your account without knowing the code. You can predetermine these recognized devices as well and save them so that Facebook recognizes which devices you should be using. And it also gives you a listing which shows you when and where you've logged into your Facebook account. It's good to know when different activity has happened concerning your Facebook account. Use the notifications options to find out when different things are occurring. Application settings are also important. Applications can use your personal information if you allow them to. You can authorize or remove applications from your list. Edit as well what they're able to access. Notice that you can remove the option for posting to Facebook as you. Mobile settings are again important too. When you activate mobile settings, it allows Facebook to send notifications to your cell phone. It's important to know about Facebook ads as well. Facebook can use your personal information in advertisements if you allow it to. Facebook wants you to know that they don't own your personal and private photos, you own your content. But if you're not careful, you can give other websites access to your personal information through Facebook. Be careful. I'd choose no one if I were you. You've probably seen social ads in the sidebar in Facebook. You can edit these settings as well, allowing or not allowing friends to see your name being published alongside company names. It's time for privacy settings. Again, the drop-down menu will get you there. It's important to know that what you post can be seen by the people you allow to see it, whether that be friends, public, or whether you customize who can see it using lists. Again, you can create family lists, friends lists, or lists of specific people. You can also just keep things for yourself. You can determine how it is that you connect by editing the settings. Notice the different options that are available, who can contact you, who can post on your wall, etc. Important to know, again, you can monitor this as well as configure your settings to allow only friends or certain lists of people to see certain items or interact with your Facebook account. These are some examples of lists that you can create. You know that others can tag you in posts as well. And you can set the maximum profile visibility of any post that you're tagged in by, again, choosing friends or lists that you have created within Facebook by customizing these lists. You can also hide information from certain people if you don't want them to have access to it. Same goes for tag suggestions, checking you into places. If you don't want friends to be able to check you in, then disable this option. Many people play games on Facebook. You need to set up your privacy settings for those games called applications as well. Notice you can find out how many applications are connected to your account, remove unwanted ones, and turn them all off if that's what you want. To edit an application settings, simply click on the Edit button and edit or remove that app. You need to think about the privacy settings that you allow for each of these applications as well. How people can use the information, how other people can share that information. By ticking these different options, you can then limit information access to others based on your use of the applications. Just click OK to save the changes. Instant personalization allows your friends to see information about you on certain websites.
In order to make your experiences across the web more seamlessly social and personal, a few sites have partnered with us to offer you instant personalization. The first time you go to any site that has enabled instant personalization, like Rotten Tomatoes, a notification will appear at the top of the page, letting you know that the site you're visiting is personalized for you using your public Facebook information. With instant personalization, you can get started right away doing the things you came to Rotten Tomatoes to do, such as seeing the movies that your friends have liked or reviewed, and movies recommended for you. I know that my friend Kristen likes the new movie Inception, that Matt gave a 5-star rating to, and that Sandra wrote a movie review about. I can also easily like and rate movies to share them with friends, and personalize the movies that Rotten Tomatoes recommends to me. Websites like Rotten Tomatoes only have access to public information. You can always control the information you're sharing from your privacy settings page on Facebook. You can learn more at facebook.com/instantpersonalization.
If you don't want instant personalization to access your information and share it with partner websites, then disable it. Make sure you click the confirm button when doing so. If you allow your information to be visible in public search, that means the whole world has access to it through search engines, and your profile, whatever you've allowed to be seen in your profile, will become visible to anybody who wants to look at it. You can limit the audience for past posts as well, adjusting who can see some of your past posts. Blocking is an important safety feature in Facebook. Everybody should be aware of it. You can manage who's blocked from viewing your account or your information through the blocking options in privacy settings, either by inputting the name of the person or the email of that person. Be aware that depending on your application and game setting, they might still be able to access some of your information. If you remember, we showed you how to set up your application settings to private. We'll just take another trip back there and look at that one more time. Application and websites under privacy settings and edit settings. Again, remember that within edit settings, limit the use of your personal information by different applications and games. These are the options. Be careful what you tick. Going back to privacy settings and blocking once again. Are you sick of getting invitations to different applications and games from people? Then block those invitations. Facebook also has a block report option down this left sidebar, where when you're on a person's profile, you can actually click the report block option and it will report them to Facebook and block them from interacting with you. Who can see your photographs? Think about it. You can again set up privacy settings for your photograph albums, allowing friends, different lists that you've created, family, etc. to view them. Try customizing them. Remember, if you don't want your parents to see it, and you don't want your grandparents to see it, and you don't want your teachers, future universities, future employers, or the entire world to see it, don't post it! Or at least make sure you've set up your privacy settings carefully.